Deep beneath our feet, the Earth's core burns like a hidden furnace. It powers volcanoes, drives tectonic plates, and even helps protect us with the magnetic field. But what if one day that furnace went out? What if the Earth's core stopped generating heat? At first, nothing on the surface would appear to change. The sky would remain blue, the oceans would still crash on the shore, and the wind would still blow. But slowly, the world would begin to unravel in ways humanity could never ignore. The Earth's crust and mantle are in constant motion, fueled by the heat rising from the core. This movement shifts continents, builds mountains, and recycles the planet's surface. Without heat, that engine would stop. Tectonic plates would freeze in place, earthquakes and volcanic eruptions would vanish. At first, people might celebrate the disappearance of natural disasters. Cities along fault lines would rest peacefully. Volcanoes would go dormant, and entire regions once threatened by eruptions would feel safe at last. But over time, the stillness would reveal its cost. The Earth's crust would no longer renew itself. Mountains would erode but never rise again. Oceans would fill with sediment without the uplifting of seafloor ridges. The surface of the planet would slowly flatten, becoming geologically dead like the Moon or Mars. Even more dangerous would be the collapse of the magnetic field. The molten outer core spins and generates Earth's magnetism, a shield against deadly solar radiation. Without heat, the outer core would solidify and that shield would vanish. Radiation from the sun would bombard Earth's atmosphere, stripping it away over thousands of years. Aurora borealis might flare brilliantly for a short time, but eventually the sky would grow thin and Earth would lose much of its protection. Life on the surface would suffer long before that. With no geothermal activity, deep-sea ecosystems built around hydrothermal vents would collapse, erasing entire webs of life. Those strange, glowing creatures that thrive in the dark oceans would vanish. Energy sources that humanity has relied on, like geothermal power, would fade away too. The climate would not instantly freeze. After all, most of Earth's warmth comes from the sun, but the loss of the core's influence would mean a gradual decline in stability. Over geological timescales, as the atmosphere thinned, Earth could become more like Mars, cold, barren, and vulnerable. Humans would fight to survive. Technology could build artificial shields to block radiation. Underground cities could rise, safe from solar storms. Geothermal power would be replaced by nuclear or solar energy. For a time, civilization could endure. But the planet itself would no longer feel alive. It would be a silent, cooling rock orbiting the sun. The greatest change would be psychological. The knowledge that the beating heart of the planet had stopped, that Earth itself was no longer a living, dynamic world, would weigh heavily on humanity. We would live not on a vibrant planet, but on a fossil of what it once was. In the end, the death of Earth's core would not end life instantly, but it would begin a slow unraveling of everything we depend on. The loss of volcanoes, earthquakes, and magnetism would remind us that even the most destructive forces of nature are also the ones that keep our world alive.